So let's do this, brother. Kick us off. So what's the 3 lessons you're learning by rewatching the OJ trial all over again?
Well, I think the first one that just sticks out in my mind is the issue of showmanship in the courtroom.
Okay. Right?
Because I'm a trial attorney. Yeah. I mean, I'm in trial at least 3 or 4 times a month. I'm doing motion hearings every single week. And one thing I learned early on is that it's all a stage. It's all about acting. It's all about the tone of your voice, the pitch of your voice, your hand movements, the way that you walk around the courtroom. Great trial attorneys and OJ's trial team obviously knew this, that there is showmanship in the courtroom. And it doesn't matter if you're doing a bench trial in family court like I do, or you're doing a jury trial in criminal or a civil case. The showmanship is an important way to persuade people. I mean, that's what actors do. They try to persuade people of this character that they're portraying, and that's what we as attorneys do. We act in a sense.
So as a consumer advocate, which is the whole reason why we've got this hour pegged out here locally, describe showmanship, maybe define that in a different way. How would that be carried forward to something that maybe a potential client would need to have in their radar or awareness when they're choosing their counsel?
Sure. A prime example is in domestic violence restraining orders. Sometimes you have to step into the shoes of whoever you're representing. And yes, there are times where we represent the alleged perpetrator, and there's times where we represent the alleged victim. And it's very important that you try to step into that person's shoes and tell their story as if you were them. And you don't want to take on the personality of your client, because I think that's a disservice. You want to be objective. You want to be unbiased, but you want to come off in a way that portrays this story, because that's what we are. We're basically telling a story to the judge of what happened in such a way that it is extremely persuasive. And that's where the acting comes in. It's basically, like I said, you use inflections in your voice, and you use a different tone of voice. Sometimes you talk quietly. Sometimes you talk loudly. You know, that's how we use that when we're in a courtroom, and it's a very useful tool that any good trial attorney should have in their arsenal.
Was this sort of the birth of reality TV as we know it?
I think so. I remember we were talking about this, and I'm not really big into reality TV, but for Survivor. But I remember, the Judge Judy and the Divorce Court and all these TV shows that are just on every single daytime channel now, not being around really before O.J. Simpson. And one thing that O.J. Simpson, or that trial, has shown us is that a TV presence in the courtroom, or TV presence anywhere, sells and makes a lot of money. So, I think that is a very good point, that before then, there wasn't really any type of reality TV, and that was the first instance.